Fear is the result of a lack of confidence. A lack of confidence is the result of not knowing what you can do. A lack of knowing what you can do is caused by a lack of experience. A lack of experience is caused by a lack of doing something new. Keep busy. It's the cheapest kind of medicine there is. Act enthusiastic and you will be enthusiastic. To be interesting, be interested. Be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. Fear not those who argue but those who dodge. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. You can conquer almost any fear if you will only make up your mind to do so. For remember, fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Our thoughts make us what we are. Each nation feels superior to other nations. That breeds patriotism and wars. Big shots are only little shots who kept on shooting. Criticism is like a carrier pigeon, it always returns where it started from. Action breeds confidence and courage. Names are the sweetest, most important sound in any language. Any fool can criticize, complain, and condemn, and most fools do. But it takes character and self-control to be understanding and forgiving. Most of us have far more courage than we ever dreamed we possessed. By fighting, you never get enough, but by yielding, you get more than you expected. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon instead of enjoying the roses blooming outside our windows today. Today is our most precious possession. It is our only sure possession. Feeling sorry for yourself, in your present condition, is not only a waste of energy but the worst habit you could possibly have. Remember that other people may be totally wrong. But they don't think so. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. Our fatigue is often caused not by work, but by worry, frustration, and resentment. If you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. Only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. All men have fears, but the brave put down their fears and go forward, sometimes to death, but always to victory. You never achieve success unless you like what you are doing. If only the people who worry about their liabilities would think about the riches they do possess, they would stop worrying. You can't win an argument. You can't because if you lose it, and if you win it, you lose it. An hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. Don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of the friends who flatter you. People like people who help them like themselves. Winning friends begin with friendliness. There is only one way to get anybody to do anything. And that is by making the other person want to do it. If you believe in what you are doing, then let nothing hold you up in your work. Much of the best work of the world has been done against seeming impossibilities. The thing is to get the work done. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. The person who goes farthest is generally the one who is willing to do and dare. The sure-thing boat never gets far from shore. Every man I meet is my superior in some way. In that, I learn of him. Arouse in the other person an eager want. He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. 3/4 of the people you will meet tomorrow are hungering and thirsting for sympathy. Give it to them and they will love you. You can close more business in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get people interested in you. Those convinced against their will are of the same opinion still. Be concerned with your character than with your reputation, for your character is what you are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. Only the prepared speaker deserves to be confident. Tell the audience what you're going to say it, then tell them what you've said. There are always 3 speeches, for every one you actually gave. The one you practiced, the one you gave, and the one you wish you gave. Instead of condemning people, let's try to understand them. Let's try to figure out why they do what they do. That's a lot more profitable and intriguing than criticism, and it breeds sympathy, tolerance, and kindness. To know all is to forgive all. The difference between appreciation and flattery? That is simple. One is sincere and the other insincere. One comes from the heart out, the other from the teeth out. One is unselfish, the other selfish. One is universally admired, the other universally condemned. It is the way we react to circumstances that determines our feelings. Be more concerned with your character than with your reputation, for your character is what you are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. A man without a smiling face must not open a shop. For better or worse, you must play your own instrument in the orchestra of life. One of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that we all tend to put life aside. We are all dreaming of the magical rose garden beyond the horizon, instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. Take a chance. All life is a chance. The man who goes farthest is generally the one who is willing to do and dare. Every day is a new life to a wise man. Why talk about what we want? That is childish. Absurd. Of course you are interested in what you want. You are eternally interested in it. But no one else is. The rest of us are just like you, we are interested in what we want. When fate hands you a lemon, make lemonade. The essence of all art is to have pleasure in giving pleasure. The person who seeks all their applause from outside has their happiness in another's keeping. Are you bored with life? Then throw yourself into some work you believe in with all your heart, live for it, die for it, and you will find the happiness that you had thought could never be yours. First ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? Then prepare to accept it. Then proceed to improve on the worst. One reason why birds and horses are not unhappy is because they are not trying to impress other birds and horses. Act as if you were already happy, and that will tend to make you happy. Many people think that if they were only in some other place, or had some other job, they would be happy. Well, that is doubtful. So get as much happiness out of what you are doing as you can, and don't put off being happy until some future date. If you want to keep happiness, you have to share it. When we hate our enemies, we are giving them power over us, power over our sleep, our appetites, our blood pressure, our health, and our happiness. Actions speak louder than words, and a smile says, I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you. It isn't what you have, or who you are, or where you are, or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about. Happiness doesn't depend on any external conditions, it is governed by our mental attitude. You have it easily in your power to increase the sum total of this world's happiness now. How? By giving a few words of sincere appreciation to someone who is lonely or is discouraged. Perhaps you will forget tomorrow the kind words you say today. Your purpose is to make your audience see what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt. Relevant detail, couched in concrete, colorful language, is the best way to recreate the incident as it happened and to picture it for the audience.